All right, so Joe and Cole are lagging. And it looks like Cole is going to win the lag, so he's going to get the first break. Again, we are using Ryo racks for this event. They are a metal rack. They have two different versions out there. I think Adrienne was talking about this earlier. There is a version that is made here in America that is a little bit more expensive that you can get directly from Ryo Rack. And that's the version that we're using here this weekend, right?
Yeah, it's the of course it's the higher quality one, and in most cases when you sorry about that. When you create a product, you have different levels of quality.
Yep.
So this is the higher quality. This is the Rolls Royce of the racks, right? So
well, Cadillac, since it's made in America.
Okay, it's Cadillac. Sorry.
If you want the Hyundai version.
Still, both quality, both have the same.
Yeah,
it's
you
just
get the same good rack from both of them. It's just
it's the type of metal that is used. So they both can be engraved. You can engrave them with your, if you're buying them for your room. You can have them engraved with your room name. You can have some to sell.
If you want to make sure nobody steals it from you,
they have
your name can go on it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there's that. So there's the portable kind that you can actually break down. And then there's the type that is actually screwed together. Yep. So actually there's 3 different options there for you. It's a great rack, sturdy.
Endorsed by Shane Van Boning and Darren Appleton.
Yeah.
So
they like it. They're carrying them.
Yeah.
They sold real well at BCA Nationals. So people are liking them. I like them.
They're pretty.
It's a traditional rack.
Yeah.
As opposed to like the magic racks.
Yep.
Or the turtles or all those kinds of racks. This is a more traditional rack, but it still racks really well. So it's a direct competition of the Delta rack.
Yeah. Yep. And it comes in a little pouch that you can just attach to your cue case and carry it with you everywhere you go. So you always have a good rack. Because Lord knows.
Lord knows. We play in enough rooms that, you go into a room and if they don't clean the racks, which is something that doesn't really happen. I mean, most room owners don't, or bars or places, they don't bother to clean the racks. And you get the ball sticking to the racks.
Yeah.
And it's annoying. You're turning around and around and around to get to the spot that's not going to stick.
I'll be back.
So it's nice, it's nice to have your own rack, and it's going to be you're going to get a good rack out of it. I think he was hoping to get over just a little bit more on that 5. He's still going to cut it in the corner, but, it's one of those. Well, it could have been a little bit straighter. But that's okay. It's going to bring him out. He might opt to take the 6 in the side, or... No, he's just going to come... Oh. He was just trying to use the rails to come back out and take the 6 in the corner. But so I believe this is Cole Gibbons at the table now. He's going to take the 6 in the side, follow that up, you take the 7 on the corner. He needs to leave himself a little bit of an angle so he can get back down for that 8 ball. He wants to use the rails to get there. So it looks like he's going to draw off the side rail. get that back over there. And that gives him a nice angle to get back down onto the 9. He's using a little follow on this because he wants to come off that top rail. And hit the side rail, and that's okay. Yes, James, this is the first day. In fact, this is the second match of the tournament. It will go on through Sunday. So we'll be here with you throughout it all. If you're looking for the scores, they're on scoresaloon.com. You just log in, create a login. And on the front page, you'll see just a running, kind of like a running page of, the scores as they change. They will populate on there.
All right, so this is Cole Gibbons at the table. Fortunately for Joe, he broke dry. So, Cole makes the 1, has good shape on the 2. He's checking out where he wants to be with that 3 ball. It almost looks like if he just did a stop shot here.
I think he's got too much of an angle to actually really stop it.
Yeah,
He's going to have to stun it over a little bit.
Just a little. And if he's got the right angle, he can just float down table for the 4. I think.
Yeah, he's going to put a little draw on this, so they can draw it over and avoid the 9. Oh, but you got to make the ball.
Yeah, and he hit it a little too hard for shape on the 9. But.
Well, if he had made that ball, he would probably have been a little bit different.
Yeah.
With the cue ball. Might have still been hooked, though. It's hard to tell. So, Joe's got his opportunity here. He's putting some draw on this. He's going to bump into that 5. He might actually pocket it. Oh, he would manage to avoid it.
That was a sweet shot. That was
Nicely
a very
done.
Sweet shot. Yep.
Well, he's kind of straight on that 4, so he's not going to be able to come off that rail too terribly much. Don't make a lie around me, Joe.
Wow. Yeah, he's right on that rail, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll look from this angle now.
I was going to say, I thought he had some angle there, but
from where I was looking at it at the table.
Yeah. Might not. I was thinking maybe I didn't clean my glasses well enough this morning. Can't really tell.
Maybe I should put mine on, huh? But it doesn't help when I'm looking at the table,
That's funny. That's very funny.
There. That's better.
Once again, if you're looking for scores and brackets, you can find that at www.scoresaloon.com, your door to the score. If you have not already done so, you just have to create a login, and then you can see the brackets and the scores and the players' names and follow along with us with the tournament. And Joe gets another game.
And, you know, and something else. We're not using aramith balls. We're actually using Cyclops balls.
Yeah.
And these Cyclops actually makes a set of balls that are traditional color. It's not just the Skittle balls
Yep.
that we use down in Lincoln City and at Nationals for BCA. But
In fact, just so you know, these are Sharon Bledsoe's balls on our table.
yes, they're
Our
actually
table.
they're all the balls that are being played on are actually owned by different players who live in the area, and they allowed the tournament, allowed the room to use their balls for this event.
So yeah. So we have these Sharon Bledsoe's balls on our table.
Now, Annie, Sharon might be watching.
Ooh. Hey, would you pick me out an extra large shirt out of that box? He told me he'd give me one.
So I'm going to take a break. Go change my shirt.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
All right. One that nobody else is wearing?
Good luck.
I know, right?
It's a walking billboard.
I know. I like it. I like it. Yeah, I don't want the same color as her. Yeah, I like the blue one. I'm getting myself my jam up shirt. Yes, Toshi. Brady got an extremely tough draw. Faith Morphin and then AK, Alicia K from here in Spokane. So, yeah, unfortunately for him. I know. Perfect. Joe's got to come off the side rail into the one. He might side rail, bottom rail. Yeah. Unfortunately, he did foul, so that's going to give ball in hand to Cole. Layout of the table, just so everybody's clear, we have the 6 ball down here on the foot rail next to the corner pocket. That's the 1 ball that he's setting up on. The 2 is in the center of the table next to the 7. Then we have the 9 and the 8 on the other side of the table, and the 5 is up by the head string. So he drew back to take the 2 in the side, and then he's going to, looks like he might be able to float up for the 5. I'm just not sure what kind of angle he's got here. Yep, spun it up there. That was good. That was a good shot. Now he can, he's got to get back down table for the 6. So this is going to be where his work is coming in. He's got work to do here. And good speed. Good speed. He wants a little angle. He's a little straight on that, I think. He's got to come off the side rail, take the 7 in the side. He would like to get, I think, try to do 2 options for the 7. Try to get a little straight on it so he can just draw back and take the 8 up table. Or the other thing is a bit of a back cut on the 7 and take the 8 in the side. One of those two would work. And he opted to try to get above the 8. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. He might be a little close, but I think that'll be fine. Again, this is a winner break format, so if you want to control the table, you got to win some racks. And that was a nice shot by Cole. And if he can pocket this 9 ball, which he did, so Cole's gotten himself on the board. He has also gained control of the table. It's really hard to come back from a deficit in a winner break format. So you don't want that guy to get too far ahead of you.
No, you don't. I don't think it's as hard to come back in a winner break format as it is in an alternating break format. Because in a winner break format, once you get the table, if you're able to break and run, you can, you have control over the table. You have control. You can put the 3 or 4 games together. In an alternating break, you break this one game, but your opponent's breaking the next one. And if he's already up, 6 games, and he's going to get another chance at the table with the break.
I don't know. I've always thought about it the opposite way. Because if you're controlling the break and you're controlling the table, your opponent's sitting. And they don't have an opportunity to get
That's true.
To close the gap. So that, in my mind, that makes it harder to come from behind.
But it isn't, because once you get control over the table, you have...
Then you're cold because you've been sitting. That's how I've always thought about it. But
No?
I just might have to expand my brain here.
You might.
Are you ready?
And you might have
Are
to...
you ready? Nope, it's not going to happen.
I thought maybe it was going to explode or something. But, that was pretty pathetic. 5 years ago, we saw it happen.
What are you trying to do?
Just got to scroll up.
Wow, that was hard. Wow. Yeah, buddy. I need to. Yeah, let me refresh this because I think there might be.
That should automatically refresh itself.
I know, but I think because this is my work laptop, it goes through this update every so often.
Yeah.
And it did one of those little updates, so it didn't automatically update this thing. So just calm down there.
Okay. It didn't update, so it didn't update, so it updated.
Shut up. I hate you. I hate you.
I'm just trying
with the heat of 1,000 white hot suns.
I'm just...
Oh,
ooh.
looky there.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. That was a great shot by Cole. Yeah.
Wow.
That's what she said.
So back to the winner break format.
Okay.
Okay.
So 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
You would have agreed with me?
No.
Oh.
I would never agree with you. When do you expect anything to change on that way? We had a match.
I know.
Dan Louie.
I know. On
and
the steam
Eddie.
table. I know.
Eddie Matea. Eddie Matea was up 8-1 on Dan Louie. Winner break format.
Yeah.
Dan Louie brings it up.
In a race to 9.
In a race to 9. Brings it uphill hill.
Yeah.
So.
But he had to do a lot of work to do that.
Yes.
You know, and he made some great shots in that event. So,
but
yeah.
Eddie wound up sitting in his chair.
Yeah. Yeah. The key is getting him to sit in their chair. All right, I gotta go.
Bye. See ya.
Well, I'm the only one to.
She hates when I'm right. That's why she has to leave. She'll make up an excuse. So I want to welcome you. If you're just joining us, this is the Spokane Open coming to you live from Black Diamond Billiards in Spokane, Washington. This is a yearly event. We had 79 players come out for this. Players from all over the Northwest and Canada. So some of the top names we have here, we've got Dan Louie. Let's see, who else do I see? Miguel Morfin, Brady Golan, obviously. Since we were just talking about the Brady Golan Open. Let's see, who else do I see? Got Joe Spence from Canada. Looks like we got some of the Montana boys.
Hi.
Hi. Jeff Boucher. We just saw him on the stream table.
Oh. He's going to get almost perfect on this 7-ball.
Steve Lingelbach is here from Oregon. Did Stan show up? Oh, Paul Poitier from Canada. He's
No,
here.
I think Stan's at Four Bears.
Okay.
Because that is also this weekend.
Why did they have that this weekend? It was a different weekend.
I don't know. Nice touch by Joe. Little rub on the 9 to set it down to the rail with the cue ball, and all right, Joe goes up 3-1.
Oh, got it.
All right. Ooh. Well, that's the second dry break I've seen Joe have here, so he's certainly not dialed in yet with the table.
No.
I was chuckling a second ago because Paul Poitier is here, as we were just talking about, and he had some car trouble this morning, so he got here very late. And if you know Paul Poitier at all, you know he likes to warm up a lot. Because for Paul, he's got to make a connection with the table. He talks about that a lot. And in order to do that, he has to take a lot of, warm-up strokes and stuff. And so he walked in basically in time to start his match, kind of. And I was setting up their tablet, and I'm like, how you doing? He's like, I'll tell you, he says, I'm just not all here. He's talking about how his opponent had the advantage because he, was just all discombobulated. He's up 8-2.
It might be a good thing for him.
Yeah.
Sometimes as a player, we kind of get into this routine, but it turns into a rut.
Yeah.
And you have to kind of get yourself out of your comfort zone to grow.
Yeah.
So maybe it's an opportunity for him to grow a little bit in his game, and and remember that
Paul is a great player. He's got a lot of knowledge. He, and I actually like listening to Paul, some of the philosophies that Paul has about different things. And in this case, it's like he just needs to trust his stuff, like a pitcher. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You got it, and just get out there and do it.
Bumped the
But I
6
think
out of his way. That was a great shot.
I think it's probably a good thing for him to kind of get out of his comfort zone a little bit, make him focus a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will glow in the dark. Hey, those are Seahawk colors. I want one of those.
Too bad you chose.
No, he just said,
Oh.
he held it up, and I went, okay.
Yeah. I like those dark ones too.
Yeah.
Anyway, focus. Cole
Focus.
Gibbons at the table. Enough of the jam up clothing. Actually, I think I'm going to trade out. I like this one better. Except, oh no.
Wait,
That's good.
now she matches me. I want the other one.
No, we don't match. Oh yeah, we do match. Dang it, I thought this was darker. I hate you. I can never get away from you. That's the problem.
Oh, you love me and you know it.
So, Cole Gibbons shooting at the 7 ball.
There you have it.
He ought to be able to come nicely off this side rail. Well, actually, he might be a little sharp into that 7 to cut it into the side and come back out for the
Well,
8.
he's got to make a decision. Are you taking it in the corner or are you taking it in the side? And I think that's where the question is, because, you're looking at it and you're like, that's a steep cut into the side pocket. It's you actually have more room to go into the corner.
Yeah.
So you're kind of warring with yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, I can take this all the way down on the corner. But at the same time, I like the position I'm going to get if I take it into the side.
He opted to play the
And-
safety, and that's a really good. He got a nice rub off that 9 ball.
The thing is that's actually a two-way shot if
Yeah.
you take it into the side. Because if you do miss, that is exactly what's going to happen. You make it, you've got the 8 ball in the corner pocket. You're set up for the 8 nicely. If you miss it, it comes off the rail and, this separates the balls.
Yep, leaves your opponent tough.
Mm-hmm. That's usually the reason why he's going to be okay.
Yeah, if he hadn't run into that 8 ball, he probably would have scratched there.
That's one of the reasons why I choose, when I play, I choose making those side pocket shots. I get people saying, well, why didn't you just cut that into the corner? It's like, you know what? If I miss it in the corner, I'm hanging it up.
Yeah, I like that cut in the corner. It's hot.
But if you miss it,
I know.
you're leaving a shot.
I know.
So for me, it's like, okay, I'll take the harder shot with the insurance
Yeah.
that if I miss it, I'm going to be okay.
Yeah.
And if I make it, I'm going to be okay. So. I haven't seen Chris Byers yet.
No, I don't think Chris's name was not on the player list.
Unless he bought in this morning.
No.
No?
The only change that they made this morning was William Zhang didn't show up, so Mike Samuelson took his spot. What?
Oh, there was a guy over there. And I was like, are you sure? I'm thinking, that looks like Stan.
No, that's Sunny Red Thunder. You might want to trade angles here. That was a good shot. So, James, do you know Cole? It sounds like you do if you think that he's friends with Chris.
Excuse me.
He's a very good shot. I don't ever recall seeing Cole before. He plays very well.
Well, he came down a
little far.
Little far in that 9 ball. Now it's just focus and make the ball. You know how to make it. You know where the cue ball is going to go. You just need to focus and make the ball. And if he had made it, he wouldn't have scratched.
Yep. I try to play the safe on that shot where I just leave that cue ball up table, and I scratch on that all the time. So, I have to go. Step away for a
So
second.
that's Joe gets another.
Yep, so that's 4-1, Joe up over Cole.
Okay.
And we'll be right back.
All right. I did not hear as to whether or not the 3 foul is in effect since Joe played that safety. It doesn't get played very often unless you take away a jump. We had at Malarkey's one year, and I don't remember if it was the February freeze or the Thanksgiving tournament, but jumping was not allowed. And you take away the jump, and you'd be surprised at how many players actually start playing the 3 foul when they get hooked up. Okay, the 3 foul rule is in play. Ah. So some of the other scores that are going on right now, we've got Rick Kramer up over Jared Santillo, 6-5. Dwayne Baumgardner over Josh Anderson, 4-2. Let's see, Paul Poitier beat Derek Weaver, 9-2. Chris Weiss beat Marlo Sam, 9-7. Jim Todd is up over Ron Canfield, 5-3. And King Santee is up over Martin Ragg, 3-2. We've got Wade Thompson is up 2-0 over Scott Chandler. And Rick Kramer is up over 65 over Jared Santillo. Jim Todd is up 5-4 over Ron Canfield. So that's some of the other matches that are going on right now. Oh, yep. You needed to catch a side rail on that one.
You got it twice.
Yeah. Well, you're back.
I'm back. I was gone so. How do I want to say this?
I have no idea. I'm trying to figure out what you're
I
saying.
started it out wrong, and so it's all just going to go horribly wrong. So we're just going to go, yeah, I'm back.
No, 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 no. Oh.
Wait.
All right.
4-2. Felt like a choke chain on a dog.
Well, that's
Oh, looky there. They were racing to get into that side pocket over there.
Wow, that's
The
a nice
cue ball, the 3
nice spread
ball,
too.
and something else, too.
The 1 ball.
Fortunately, that's going to give, unfortunately for Cole, but fortunately for Joe, he gets ball in hand here.
Well, yeah, he gets ball in hand. He's got a nice spread too. And the balls, there isn't a problem, really. I mean, the biggest problem is going to be getting the 2 to the 4. Once you get to the 4, you've got the 5 in the corner. Then you have the 6s across the table. So you just come across the table. You got it down here on the corner on the right-hand side of the 9 ball. And you can come back out. You've got the 7 in the corner that leads you to the 8. It just flows.
It just
so
flows.
It's,
I love those kind of tables that just flow. Looks like I have to go set up another tablet.
Okay. So this is the critical one here. It's from the 2 to the 4. And that was where he needed to be. He needed to be taking that 4 on the side. So and he's got an angle. He can come back out across the rail, off the rail, and take the 6 in the corner. Now, he can do, it looks like he's going to, let's give you a different angle on this so you can kind of see what he's looking at. He's got that little bit of an angle there, so he has to decide exactly where he's going to leave his cue ball and what kind of an angle he wants on that 7 ball. His first instinct was to draw it back, but he's got the angle, so that's not going to come back the way he wants it to. It's actually going to slide up to the rail. See, I think I probably would have opted to actually use the rail and come back out. I may have been a little bit further down on the table, but I wouldn't have been right up on 7. And I'm pretty sure he was trying to get above that 7. And he could have taken the 7 on the side. But I think if he had opted to use center ball, maybe with a little left, to just come across the table and come back out, he might have been in a better position. They need Brian or Danny. Oh, they're asking Danny to watch a shot. Oh, that was a good hit.
Okay, we have reached the point in the tournament where there's no more buys.
Ah.
All right, so here we go. He's up 5-2 over Cole. Race to 9. Just when you thought it was safe.
Yeah. So 9-ball breaks count, but not in the bottom 2.
Yes.
The 2 is racked in the back
Yes.
because it is rack your own.
Yes. Joe's looking to see if he can carry him off that 1 ball and pocket the 9. Be just a little thin little rub off the 1 ball is what he wants. Yep. That was going to be his best shot for that. Came close.
Sharon Bledsoe is up 1-0 over Will Wilson.
I gave her some advice.
Get him, Sharon.
Kind of. It was not exactly what I said, but I don't think it's airable.
Jeez.
It's not after 9 p.m.
It's funny that they drew each other. I mean, they're both from
God,
this area.
yes.
They play in the same league. They, play out of the same. They play out of Black Diamond, both of them. And it's like, man.
It's kind of quirky how that happens
Yeah.
sometimes. All right, well, Cole tried the 2-7 combo, ended up just sitting the 2 up for Joe.
And the funny thing is Alicia Kwasniewska,
Yes.
who is the tournament director's wife, they're good friends with Brady Golan. Brady stays with him when he comes down here, And it seems like every year she draws him first.
Yeah.
This year she didn't draw him first.
She drew him
He's her
second. Second, because she had to buy the first
she had to buy
round.
the first round, and he'll be her second match.
Yeah, and last year they were on the stream table first off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of brutal.
Yeah, sometimes you get the draw and sometimes you don't.
True that.
And sometimes the people that don't need the draw get it. It's like, yeah, no. You're supposed to have to play all the tough people first.
Well, there's enough room between that 5 and 9 to cut the 9 into the corner pocket. It's a thin cut. And that'll bring his cue ball back up table for the 6. Good effort. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Yeah,
That was an unfortunate break.
and that's not something you normally see.
No.
I mean, it's just not a scratch that you see happening.
Yeah,
You're
just-
thinking you're going to hit the rail and come back out if you hang it. So for those of you watching, log into our chat room on YouTube. We are having our trivia challenge today. We just haven't asked any questions yet. We've got a long day. So we are giving away that custom cue. We'll hold that drawing in November at the Thanksgiving Classic at Malarkey's. That's the weekend after Thanksgiving. And we'll give it away. It's a beautiful cue.
Okay, this is silly.
What's silly? Okay.
RCJO2, the way you get into the trivia drawing is we will ask a trivia question at some point. If you are the first person to answer that question correctly in our chat room, you will get an entry. And you can get as many entries as you can get correct answers. It's always a good idea to answer because if I screw up, everybody that answers gets a entry.
Yes.
So even if you're not first, just go ahead and answer because you never know.
You know, it happens. It happens
a lot. 'Cause,
fairly
you know,
frequently.
Yeah. And William Totten, the cue maker, is Ernie Amori. It's a great cue. It's a center weighted cue. He uses pretty much the weight of the wood to create the weight of the cue, and they play so sweet.
Yeah, they're full splice cues as well, so they're very strong. Dan Louie plays with one, as well as Annie and I. It took me a little while to get used to because it's a little different. I was playing with a McDermott and a much heavier cue, and so
He makes low deflection shafts, so it's if you're used to, say, Predator or something like that, you shouldn't have much trouble making the switch.
No.
And highly recommend them. Joe's a little flat on this 6-ball, but I think he's got enough angle to maybe cut it into that side pocket. Nice shot. And has, I think, just enough angle to cut the 7 in. He gave that a little mustard because I don't think he was gonna. I think he was playing bring the 7 over across the side table,
right.
across to the side pocket, across the table to the side pocket. That's how that should be said. Ooh, sorry. How you doing?
Was that a good tone?
That was a good tone.
All right, so he. Yes, can you see this? Yeah. He's a little high to cut this into the corner pocket, and he's a little close to that side pocket. So if he's going to cut this down to the corner, he's got to draw around that side pocket, or actually bank it into the corner, and that works. It's 9-ball.
Oh, is that gonna go?
That might go.
Yeah,
and it did.
That went. Welcome to 9-ball. All right, so Cole is racking. He has gotten his 3rd win. It is 6-3. He's trailing Joe Spence. Has an opportunity to control his destiny here a little bit.
Right.
And I think he's gonna. Yeah, he came up dry. Joe does not have a great look at the 1 ball. He can see the edge of it. RCJO, if you want to see a complete list, probably the best thing to do is go to scoresaloon.com, create your login, and just scroll through the brackets. Yeah, there should be a button there for you to see the bracket after you log in. Scroll up to tournaments, and then it should show up with the 2017 Spokane Open, and then there should be a button there for brackets. A little cat and mouse is going to happen here for a while on this rack because it's kind of messy, and these guys want to get a little bit more advantage on the table. Not a clean starting place yet. That's kind of the problem. And this, actually, could you go to the other angle, please?
Yes, I can.
Joe is squinting there to see if he can see that one ball, an edge of it from the 4, and I think he can. It looks like he should be able to clip just the edge of the one ball. Oh, it doesn't want to scratch. Catch the side rail. There you go. They finally worked that one ball into a position that I think it might be makeable. This is an uber thin cut for Cole, and I like that he's coming down to look at it. I don't always do that. That's part of my problem. There's a lot of things that I don't always do, which is probably why I'm not as successful as I could be. Oh, it was a good swing. That was a really good swing, and he got a little bit of a lucky roll off that 2 ball. As Damien, the creator of Jam Up Clothing, would say, he got some jelly there. As in jelly-filled donut.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah. I think jelly's a little messy. It gets sticky, gets all over the table, gets all over the balls.
Well, I don't know. But it's so good. Actually, I prefer Bavarian cream, but you know.
Ooh.
Joe's going to try to get up over the 5 ball and pocket the 1 here. If he makes it, he might get a look at the 2. Oh, rattled it. That was a great try. And he was not going to get a look at the 2, so he was going to be keeping his jump cue in his hand there to try to get at that 2 or 18,000 rail kick. Slight exaggeration.
Slight.
Slight, just a slight one. So we're going to continue to see some safety play here from these guys to try to get advantage. Cole got that 1 ball just slightly above the side pocket, I think. Can we go to the other angle?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, just a little bit above the side pocket. So I'm not sure. He might be able to throw that 1 ball in. Put some English on it and throw the 1 in. And, but yeah, that cue ball's going to fly around, so it could be a sketchy proposition to get himself on the 2 ball. And I need to step away and set up another tablet.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
I'll be here. Okay, so it's a little long on the 3, but he's got the angle to be able to use the bottom rail here to come back out. I don't think he was expecting to come back. Oh, he must have it in the corner.
Sunny Red Thunder, Chris Keys, stable 8. Sunny, Chris, stable 8.
So we've got Jim Todd 8-6 over Ron Canfield. Kings Santee beat Martin Ragg 9-2. Wade Thompson is up 4-2 over Scott Chandler. Dwayne Baumgardner is up 7-3 over Josh Anderson. Rick Kramer and Jared Santillo are tied at 8. Sharon Bledsoe is up 2-1 over Will Wilson. Go Sharon. And then we've got Matthew Van Claveren up 2-0 over Chris High Eagle. So that's some of our current. Oh, Sharon Bledsoe is up 3-1 over Will Wilson now. She must have taken your advice and ran with it, whatever it was.
If you mute us, I will tell you.
Oh, and bounds. Damien's playing now. He's up 3-0 over Tate Ballin. Damien Pompanik. All right, Cole has gained another game, so now he is only down 6-4.
You know, IT, they're such slackers. Apparently our IT girl just woke up.
Did she? Is she going to be here soon?
That's it. She's getting a pay cut.
She is coming, isn't she?
Eventually, yeah. She just woke up.
She is going to help us, right? She is going to help us, right? We were kind of counting on it.
But that's what I said. I'm like, Andy and Adrian are waiting on you because you're like their IT person. She goes, okay, I'll wake up faster.
And how old is she now? 13, yeah. Yeah, she's perfect. She's perfect.
Such a
We might
crack
have
up.
to work around the child labor laws, but you know.
No way, man. We'll just say this is the grocery industry.
But you know, head of IT, she's got it.
It's a grocery store, right? You can work at 13 in a grocery store.
Well, you can work it.
Oh, farm labor.
It's farm
They can
labor.
work even younger. Heck, you can be.
It's a family business. We'll adopt her. Then it doesn't matter.
She'll adopt her. I have a room. No, I can't adopt her. I don't know. Anyway, all right. So Cole's down on the 2-ball. He is trying to inch his way back into this match, try to make it 6-5. Stem the Canadian onslaught. Warner.
Hey, Warner.
All right, well, let's see if Cole can make the 3 ball and wend his way through this traffic to get himself onto the 4.
I know. We're all sitting too.
He wants that to slow down. Can you go to the other angle?
Yes, I can. Nope, nope. It's fine. Okay. So how you been, Warner? It's been so long.
So you can see the edge of that 4 ball. Actually, I think you can see all of it to make it. But he's the problem with this shot is the 5 ball is saying, hello, I'm here. Don't forget about me. So it might be a little bit distracting to him. And so he opted to play a little safe here. He's trying to create distance, and I don't think he really got what he wanted out of that. So Joe has a bit of angle.
Ooh. That was gonna be tough to get onto that 5.
Yeah. Good effort though.
Yeah. This actually makes it easier. You've probably been better off opting to play a safety there. Because this leaves Cole open.
Yeah.
Now getting from the 5 to the 6 is a little bit of a challenge.
You played that a bit different than I would have.
Me too. But that's
would've-
okay.
I would have
That's
tried
okay.
to stay below the 5 ball and then hit the 5 with some follow to take the 6 down table. But, Warner, I won't speak for Adrienne, but personally, I am finer than frog's hair.
I'm doing good. Well, now it's going to be a lot easier to get on the 6 because it took the 8 out of the way.
Yeah, I wondered if that carom was in play. I couldn't quite tell with the angle, so I didn't mention it, but I was thinking about it. Oh. 5 ball is just getting in his way.
Jim Todd's match and he's done. That's why you need Michaela here.
Mike Dunn, Frank Blazin, table 3. Mike Dunn, Frank Blazin, table 3.
There it is. All right, so
Aaron Conway, Jennifer, table 2. Jennifer.
I gotta go do that
Okay.
tablet on table 2.
Yep. Okay, you back?
Yes. All right, so where are we at here? Cole is made at 6-5. He is getting ready to make a fabulous shot on the 2-ball.
A fabulous.
Like super fantastic bubble plastic. Fabulous. Oh, that's not so happy.
Well, he made the ball.
If this was APA, he'd have a point.
All right, so plan B.
Yeah.
So maybe he plays this off the 5 into the side.
All right, so Joe's at the table. He has that 5 is right on that rail. Okay.
You guys need me?
All right, awesome.
Yeah, a little later on.
Fixed. I have my car.
Okay, he got that squared away. I was afraid he wouldn't be able to make that 5 in the side pocket, but Joe did a good job on that. And
All right.
so he's going to take the 6 down in the corner to get himself off that side rail and back out for the 7. Otherwise, he might get hooked up on the 7. And that works. Yeah. Yeah, that works.
I would touch it.
So the 8 will go in the side pocket unless he breaks these up here.
It'll also go down in the corner.
Yes,
So-
if he got below it and went up table, but I see.
he's good.
Oh, we'll go.
It'll go past the 9 into the corner.
Okay. Yeah.
And then this is just a stun.
It appears that someone has typed something in Russian. If you could do your little translator magic.
Oh. Sure. I'll answer that in just a minute.
Sweetie sweet, I don't understand Russian. And Joe's gone up 7-5. Well, Joe still has not solved the break here.
Oh no, I need.
Oh, he's just said hello from Russia.
Oh.
Sorry, we're ugly Americans and only speak English. Well, I am. You speak French a little bit.
I do speak a little French, and I probably have one word in about 6 languages, but that's it. I know a couple of words in Russian. Da is yes,
And yet is no.
Yeah.
I understand
Yeah,
that.
yeah. But
And vodka.
I think that's pretty universal in Russian, Polish, English.
It's all good, sweetie sweet.
Yeah, it's all good. We're glad you joined us.
So are you actually in Russia, or is Russian just your preferred language? That was a great try on that 2-ball. And he got some love there.
I wouldn't use preferred language because my preferred language is French, but I don't speak it very well.
Okay.
Maybe your native language would be a proper.
Maybe. maybe. But he could speak several languages and just rather use Russian.
That could be true.
I mean,
Figured out.
okay. All right.
After me, then we're gonna put Lingelbach and Daniel Edwards on TV,
Okay.
and then it'll be Harold and whoever his opponent is.
Okay.
Okay, so who do we have next?
BK and whoever he's playing.
All right.
Keith, I think.
Oh, Joe tried to the combo. This has gotten to be kind of a messy table. We
Yeah.
haven't seen too many of these, yicky.
Yeah, Matt Keith. Who is BK? Who BK is playing?
Matt Keith, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So Cole is on the 3 ball. It looks like he can. I'm not sure he can do the 3-5 because the 5 looks to be up above that side pocket. Excuse me, a little much. So he is really trying to take that clean and keep himself in position to cut the 5 in because the 5 will cut in. Oh wait, he's got the 4 ball. I thought that was the 8, but the 8 is over there on the side rail. So my bad. Sorry about that. Another nice clean shot. He doesn't really want to disturb that 5 ball because it could kind of get wonky if he would run into that. But now he's got an angle, I think, that he can come off that side rail, bottom rail, and try to get back up table for the 6. He's putting some draw on this.
I think he just wants to come off
He's
the
just
side
gonna-
rail
Yeah.
and come
just
back out.
up table. No.
All right, so now here's the angle. He's going to have a nice angle to get onto that 7, which is what he was looking for. He didn't want to be too sharp because he didn't want to come down into the 8. So he's using center ball because that's all he needs. He just needs to come down the table to have that nice angle on the 7. All right. Now he wants to come above the 8. So the question is how is he going to get there? I think he's going to use follow. Go top right. Oh, no. Center ball again.
That's a nice shot.
That was beautiful. And now he's got a little bit of a back cut on that 8, which will get him, should get him down on that 9 pretty good. A little draw on this. Oh,
Shucky darn.
he didn't hit that well at all.
No, but I think he got a little love. I mean, that 8 ball did come off the rail, so it's an easier cut than it would have been if the 8 ball had stayed on the rail. But this is not an easy shot for Joe. Fortunately, he's right-handed, so so this would be a harder shot for me.
It would be a harder shot for you.
I'm a lefty. I'm a Leo lefty. And yeah, Joe's going to give that to him. Or Cole is going to give it to Joe. Okay, so is Joe made a ball on the break?
He made 2 balls on the break, actually.
I think that's the first break he's made a ball that I've seen. 'Cause I
Wow.
know I've been running around a lot, but I know he's come up dry more often than he's made a ball. So maybe he's finally figured out the break.
And
Little.
you know, he figured out the break, but I don't think he's figured out his safeties yet.
You know, it's a process. Things just have to happen slowly but surely, right?
You see that? So you can see it better over here.
So Cole can see all of this one ball. It looks like he might be able to pot the one ball down in the corner. 3 balls over by the side pocket, depending on how far he floats down. You know, he can also take it up in the corner. He might be in a little bit of scratch territory here, so you could also bank it back in the corner pocket on that side of the table where he's shooting from. So he's opting to try to get that cue ball stuck there behind the 7 and the 6. He did all
And
right
you know,
there.
I think he did okay. Let me switch over here. I think it's okay. Joe's going to have to come off the rail to hit it. And he's looking at the kick into the corner pocket. So that's where he's aiming for. So he's going to hit this with enough speed that the ball will get down there. Let's see if he can actually make it. Nicely done.
I taught him that.
Yeah, I know.
Not
you taught
hardly.
him.
Not hardly.
All right, so the 6 is a challenge here because it's tied up on the 7. It will not go past the 7 into the corner pocket. So you can see. So he has to come all the way across the table.
There's your coffee and there's your array of stuff. Do you need more sugar?
No, thank you.
I went up and ordered it just like you said it to me in case it looks that way. I'm like, yeah, I didn't have it either.
So he's looking at following this to the side rail and back out, coming all the way across the table.
Great leave on the 7.
That's a great leave on the 7. Now he's going to send the 6 ball down table and put that cue ball behind the 7.
Nicely done.
So if you're interested in the scores as they happen, you can go to scoresaloon.com, log in, or create an account. It's a free account. You can get in there, and on the main page, it will show you all the scores as they're happening. It updates every 5 seconds or something like that. So, or as the scores change.
Need more?
Currently, we
I think
have
it'll be fine.
Wade Thompson defeated Scott Chandler 9-2. Here we got Joe Spence up over Cole Gibbons 8-5. Dwayne Baumgartner and Josh Anderson. Dwayne is up 8-7.
Yeah, Dwayne was actually up in that match, and now it's gotten.
No, Mike done.
Okay, in your husband's writing, you look like Mike Vaughn. So you tell me.
Annie, Adrian's Mike done.
I'm another Canadian.
Hi, it's nice to meet you.
Oh, well, in that case, your opponent wins.
Yes, exactly.
Even though we didn't show.
Are you guys sending these to Fargo, right?
I don't.
Fargo rate. No.
People fished our stuff and took it. So whatever you
So it probably wouldn't look right. And so I would just declare yourself the winner. So just push the blue trophy.
Just okay.
Yeah.
think we have an option of that better. People fished our previous tournaments.
Can I? Are you going to be good this time?
I might be. You never know.
We haven't gotten. It was $100, $75 went into the prize fund, $25 admin fee, green fees, that kind of stuff. We don't know what the payouts are yet. They haven't figured that one out yet. We had 79 players. So as soon as we get the payouts, we will definitely pass along that information to you.
Do you know who's coming up on table 7? Bless you.
Thank you.
You only get one more.
Now explain why we are laughing.
I saw this really funny meme on Facebook that said, you know, it was something along the lines of, you know, you only get 2 God bless yous in your sneezes. If you sneeze a 3rd time, you just kind of need to get your stuff together. It was very funny.
It was very funny. It was a little bit more
Colorful.
colorful than that,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can just leave it on the table. I'll be right back.
So
Who's on table 7?
that's why she told me I only get one more. And Joe is trying to close this out here. And put the 6 in the corner. I'm sorry, and bring that cue ball away. But for the 7, he's going to leave himself. I think he's going to leave himself pretty good on this to get himself down for. Yeah.
You asked me for table 7, so I didn't look at that.
So he's putting some draw in it. He's going to draw off the side rail and come down for that 8 ball. And he's going to play center ball. You don't have to go very far. Come back out. And Cole's going to give it to him. So congratulations to Joe.